Hi, welcome to Mudcat Games' first game jam video. This time we are at University of Greenwich, participating in a game jam that has some different rules. You may be used to having copious amounts of monster energy to survive the night, but here the hours were restricted to 5 to 9, 9 till 9, and 9 till 4. This was great for us as it could showcase what we can do in normal work hours for our transfuser pitch, as opposed to during crunch. Also, energy drinks as a whole were banned, so as a monster addict myself, this really was a challenge. The theme was the inner life. Originally, we had a bunch of different ideas, including flying around in a spaceship in a human body, killing germs, but what we decided on was a game inspired by Papers, Please, but you were deciding what cells could enter the body and what couldn't, as opposed to humans. Introductions out of the way, here's how it went. This is a very nice place. Say hi to the camera, Finn. Day 1 came and went, and since we only had 4 hours, we decided to use it brainstorming ideas like the spaceship flying around in the body, a narrative-driven puzzle room based on the player's life, so like clicking on a painting, doing a puzzle to do with it, and then it regaining color and unlocking a memory or something along those lines. But we decided that was a bit out of scope for the time constraints of this game jam. So since Papers, Please, but in the body is kind of self-explanatory gameplay and story-wise, just yes if good, no if bad, we decided to focus more on the design of the cells. And then once we had an idea of what we wanted the game to look like, we moved on to scheduling. Now, we did it so about 3 or 4 hours at a time. If it works and everything's up to date and on schedule, we'd set ourselves some new tasks. If not, then we'd adjust the schedule going forward accordingly to account for what's taken up more time. Now, that's pretty much everything that happened in day 1, so let's go to day 2. Yeah, we'll go when it feels like that. Don't worry, this will be a time-lapse.
Oh,
Dear God.
I would pan around to show you exactly what's happened, but I don't think it'll let me.
Why are we doing like bacteria? You've made an eldritch horror. So, day 2 was the bulk of our game development. Firstly, we had to establish a scene. To us, the intestines made the most sense, since that's where a lot of material gets passed through the body. We were thinking of having some kind of mock booth as part of the UI, but decided against it for scope and aesthetic reasons. There were a few bugs here and there, like accidentally creating 1000 instances of the whole mesh rather than the individual nodes, and wondering why our frame rate was so low, but the end result is something Finn and I are quite proud of. Finn even managed to animate the nodes by using the same tech that makes grass blow in the wind. We decided on using 3 main shapes of cells: sphere, cube, and pyramid, and to can the idea of cosmetics entirely due to scope. All that would be on the cell would be some default attachments and some randomly spawning parts of which the player will have to look out for the bad ones. The pièce de resistance was adding sound effects to the game. As we did this when we were exceptionally tired at 9 PM, I'll let you guess how we reacted to seeing this for the first time. Yeah. Now, on to day 3.
Random, so we have to select. Yeah, I like the faces. How are you doing that? You loading it as a.
The final day was all about polish, tying everything together into a playable experience. Some features we added were the timer system, icons for bacteria parts, random cell colors. The parts are also randomly generated, either a tint above, equal to, or below the body's color. The cell faces are also randomly generated from 9 mouths and 9 faces, so a total of 81 different combinations. Overall, this was a great experience and a nice change of pace from the usual crunching game jams. We hope you enjoyed watching. Thank you to the University of Greenwich for hosting us, and here's the game. So here's the menu, and here's the game. So as you can see, there's no Shrek ears on this character, so they can be let in, and that's the correct answer. There were Shrek ears on that one, so then it gets sort of exploded. You can try to spot what they have earlier as they're sort of coming up the intestine, so that you can save time on the next one. If you get the wrong answer, you do get a 5-second penalty as well, which incentivizes players to not just spam click no until you've completed the 5 levels. Some positions of some items are a bit harder to see, like that Squidward nose could sort of easily be missed. I let it through, you saw the incorrect, and you saw the timer go up by 5 seconds. You can also have it so that there's multiple things that you need to look out for in each level, and everything will automatically adjust. So here you have the flagella being a bad one, and also the Squidward nose. Another wrong answer there, so another penalty of 5 seconds. I believe the highest or the lowest score is around 60 seconds from when we tested it at the game jam.